Well, howdy-tations, everybody. I'm going to talk about one of my favorite Ridley Scott movies, Blade Runner. Blade Runner is by far one of the best movies of all kind. It's not too action. It's not actiony. It's got like a L.A. noir. It's like supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be very realistic. Now, if you're wondering what the crap is Blade Runner about, oh my God, I don't know what that is. Blade Runner is about Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones and Han Solo in a movie. So he's in Blade Runner, and he plays a Blade Runner. And Blade Runners are pretty much super secret cops that hunt down replica humans, cyborgs, androids. He hunts down renegade androids, pow pow. But he has been retired till Rutger Hauer, I think that's his name, the hobo for Shotgun, the guy who plays him and a few other renegade androids break out and start killing people. Whoa, they become criminals. And now they have to hire Harrison Ford, aka Deckard, to hunt them down and shoot him and kill him, and he's like, done. But the movie's very, very fantastic. It's it's beautifully done. The special effects are fantastic, and then the way Ridley Scott directed it is just, whoa, it's amazing. There's like one part where like this girl's going through like some glass, and like that part's really cool. But the end in battle between Roy Batty, that's Rutger Hauer, and Deckard, Harrison Ford, the battle between them is amazing because you get to see Harrison Ford scared because he's fighting an android. The android has more power than him. The whole time he's hunting down Harrison Ford. It's fantastic. And there's a few lines, there's the lines at the end of the movie that are just amazing. They're very emotional lines. And it's like, oh my God. But yes, this movie is by far one of the best movies I've ever seen. It's so fantastic in every way possible. I mean, I watched it with this one girl, and she just did not understand how amazing it was. And I was like, what's wrong with you? She's like, it's okay. I'm like, get the hell out of my house. What are you talking about? It's okay. It's freaking it's Blade Runner. It's amazing. I have a poster of it, of a scene. But if I show you the poster, that gives away the ending. So I won't show you the poster. But I do have the movie. I don't know if I can show you the movie. I'm gonna go grab the movie. Look at that cover. It's fantastic. I'm looking at it. Yeah, Rutger Hauer. That's how you pronounce his name. And also James Olmos, Edward James Olmos, from Stargate. I'm not Stargate. Battlestar Galactica. Is that where he's from? Yeah, he's in this. He plays like a detective cop guy. But it's so cool and so retro-y, futuristic. Because, you know, back in the heyday when they made futuristic movies, it wasn't very futuristic. Like in Aliens, they had like really old an Alien by Ridley Scott. The computers, you could tell that was old as crap. But that was supposed to be the futuristic idea of those movies back then. And it's really interesting to watch movies like these to see what they thought the future was. And like nowadays, it's like flying cars, this, blah, blah, all this crazy stuff. But back then, it's like an android. That's it. It's like it's simple. It's simplistic, futuristic stuff. Fantastic. Look at the holy crap! I threw down my movie. Got a little too excited. I got too much excitement right there. But yes, I got the final cut. The final cut. I was confused with which cut I should get. There's a final cut and the director's cut. So I got the final. Special features. So many. I loved it. It's really interesting because there's so many characters that are like, they each have an independent role, and the way they start the movie is fantastic. It's like, it grabs you. So it starts with, there's a test they have to take to see if you're an android or not, because androids, like in Prometheus by Ridley Scott, they don't emote emotions correctly. They react differently. So this test goes and scans your eye, because your eye does certain things when you're doing the different emotions. And it starts with another Blade Runner, who's like the second best next to Harrison Ford. So he's like, whatever, I'm okay. And he's doing a test to a guy who might be an android, who might not. What is he? So he starts doing this test, and then he asks a question, and you can kind of tell the guy's really weird, or he might just be like stoned or something, but he's really off. Like, he's a little space fried. So they're just talking, and all of a sudden, he asks a question. The guy pulls out his gun, starts shooting the crap out of the Blade Runner. I'm like, what is going on? And then you find out that guy's an android. I was like, that was really cool. I mean, the only movie I can ever compare this to that's been done in the past like decade or so has been Renaissance with Daniel Craig, because it's realistic, kind of futuristic, but it's a very good like cop dirt grit story where it's like, this is a cop, he's retired or whatever, he's seen some stuff and he's got to do this mission job that is destroying him emotionally, just like Renaissance. Daniel Craig is this cop and he has to find this woman and he falls in love with her sister and he goes through all this stuff, he gets shot, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Blade Runner. 9 out of 10. I would have liked to see more, but I'm only saying that because there's certain things I like to see, but Ridley Scott does not like to show certain things. So this is a 10 out of 10 Ridley Scott movie, but only a 9 out of 10 of my movies. Does that make sense? Like Prometheus, that's a 10 out of 10 Ridley Scott movie. That's an amazing movie, but it's only a 9 out of 10 for me because I would have liked to see more. I want to see the next step. I want to see the prequel or sequel that they've writing about or talking about to make a Blade Runner. This was actually a really long movie review. It wasn't supposed to be, but it was. So stay tuned for my next movies. Ooh, can't wait to do the next one. So yeah, stay tuned for those, and have a nice day. Distraction.